Good evening and welcome everyone to tonight's official coverage of Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7. Thanks for joining us here for the live stream, proudly brought to you by MatchFit Entertainment. As always, thanks for tuning in, guys. I know you've been asking for some comms. You've been watching qualifying for the last 45 minutes here. And as you have probably noticed, we are at Nords here, the Nordschleife, however you would like to pronounce it, for round 5 in Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7. As always, proudly brought to you by the good people at SIMBLACKS, CROSSCUT, Woodworks, Carpentry and Joinery, Crossy43, HENDO, my man, and True to Life Racing Designs. I'm Davo, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen, who I've got? I wrangled this man back for one more week in Stu Arrowsmith joining me in the comms box tonight. Stu, how are you doing, my friend?
Oh, really good, Davo. Thanks for having me back. It seems like J-Man was meant to be here, but as at the last minute come down with a horrible case of Ebola. So we wish him all the best in getting well. But yeah, back for tonight. And Nords. I bloody love Nords.
We do, yes. Too many pineapple fritters, I think, for the J-Man while he
Most
was
likely.
over in Queensland, in Australia, and probably too much of other things that he might have indulged in. But here we are. We're at Nords. We've got Stu Arrowsmith on board in the comms, as we have had for the last couple of weeks. It's round 5, ladies and gentlemen, and as you have been watching for the last 50-odd minutes or so, the boys are in qualifying as we speak. You've been watching it. You can see what's going on. Again, we'll thank SIMBLACKS. SIMBLACKS on board again with these guys. We're giving away, well, Rainlight's giving away $50 at the end of each night. Random draw, ladies and gentlemen. So you've got to be on track and racing on the night to get your free $50 random draw, spin the wheel, and also SIMBLACKS come to the party with a super random prize at the end of the season. Again, if you have completed at least 80% of this series, you are eligible. They are the terms and conditions, ladies and gentlemen. You've just got to race it. Rainlight Racing in their GT3 series for 80%, and you get a set of, you can get a set of Sim Magic P1000 pedals. Beautiful stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Like I mentioned, Nords here, we are round 5. This is halfway through the season, ladies and gentlemen, and what a cracker for halfway through the season. Nords, of all places, not everyone's cup of tea. 20-odd Ks plus and 170 corners to navigate your way around for the next 90 minutes. But let's get to some action just quickly there, Stu. Who have you got eyes on, my friend?
Nathan Henderson. He's still attacking this lap, trying to bring that lap time down closer to Lucas Keys. I have to say, though, Lucas Keys' lap time, an 8:05. I've never seen a time that low. Absolutely stunning pace from Lucas Keys in that beautiful GDR. But Nathan Henderson, definitely. Green Delta, trying to smooth this lap out. Looking good.
Yes, is looking pretty handy in the Bentley, and Hendo definitely knows his way around this Nordschleife track.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. And pedaling the official MatchFit Entertainment Bentley, mind you, too. Now, these things do ride over the curbs pretty well. So, probably not a bad car to be rolling in here at Nords tonight. Stu, I know you did a couple of quick sighting laps earlier this evening in free practice. And what did you get out there in?
Oh, honestly, it was. I thought I had the night off until I got the last minute call, but I just joined these guys, and I haven't driven Nord since the 8 hour earlier in the year. I love it. It's probably my favourite track. A little bit rusty. I was only doing 8-minute 17s or something, so I can go a bit quicker than that. But it's such a rewarding track when you can pull a lap out of it. It's brilliant. Speaking of pulling a lap, Nathan Henderson on the big main straight, running down towards the end of the sector here to finish this lap off, and he's flashing 2 seconds up on the delta here.
Yeah, flashing 2 seconds, but with the likes of Lucas Keys holding the top spot at the moment with, oh God, what's he got there? 2.5 odd seconds on, oh, it's more than that, actually. It's bloody 3.5 seconds on
Could be a
HENDO.
PB for Nathan Henderson. This could be a PB.
Yeah, so, yeah, look, not too many positional changes in this last 30 minutes of qualifying. As you guys have probably seen, as we've tried to keep up with it throughout the hour-long qualifying here for round 5 at Nords for Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7, but the guys still out there. Look, it's like a practice / quali session here. Nords, just a vastly different track to anything else in the world, and look, with 8 odd minute laps, it definitely makes sense for these guys to run for an hour or so. So a little bit of practice going on, I think, and obviously I think the real indicative times came early in qualifying, Stu, you think?
Yeah, well, Nathan Henderson did finish that lap off with an 8-minute 6.5. I'm pretty sure that could be a PB in the Bentley.
Yeah, nice.
And
so,
that's only 1.5 seconds off Lucas Keys, so that's a stellar lap there from Nathan Henderson. Brendan Webley's not far off the pace behind him. He's improving every time I've seen him on track. And is it a newcomer, am I right? Is it Nathan Bewley tonight in the Porsche?
Bewley, I'm not sure whether we saw Bewley possibly last week. But yes, Bewley. Nathan Bewley in the Porsche. Beautiful looking car. We just had cams on him there, so he's sitting in 4th and up on his Delta. Probably, again, like we were just saying, not enough to get a positional change with his current time. But yeah, these guys still out there cutting laps and really trying to come to grips with this 170 corner 20k plus circuit, as we've got eyes on Shane Fronado, who is actually looking pretty healthy on his Delta and could quite possibly take a positional change. I think that would be with Nick Firth, who's currently in 7th and already in the pits. Only 5 minutes and 20 odd seconds left in this qualifying session before we go to the 90-minute race. CPS, as usual here in these longer races here at Rainlight. I would suspect that would be for tyres, but they're going to need both, aren't they, really, here, aren't they?
Yeah, 90 minutes around here.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to take a splash of fuel, and you'd be silly not to take a tyre. Sorry, go on, Davo.
Oh, we did actually discuss on, when is the critical time to take that CPS earlier off air, and you were saying, well, look, they're gonna need to come in at about lap 8 anyway, aren't they? And I sort of said, well, do they just go the half and half? Do they go the 45 minutes and sort of pick that zone that we normally see them come in? And you sort of argued to the earlier that you would probably stretch it to the 8 laps, because they're only going to do maybe 12 laps or something, you would suspect.
Yeah, I would say roughly, without running the abacus flat, I'd say it'd be around the 12 lap mark. I know most of these cars are going to be good for the first hour or so around here, which is going to give you around your 8 to 9 lap mark. It depends. There's multiple ways to look at it. I mean, to me, I always sort of think of this place kind of like a big tarmac European rally stage, minus the co-driver. So it's a long way around, and you don't really want to be behind people, especially if you feel that you're faster than them, because not a lot of places to pass around here. So I would be going for clear air as much as possible. I would run long, get the pit stop in and out, and get out there and hopefully not come out with someone right in front of you.
Yeah.
Because the more you battle around here, you risk an accident by going offline. You slow both ears down. So there's a few factors that come into it.
Yep. As we just watch Bewley rocking that Porsche, the dentist, we'll call him. What's the team name on the Porsche again?
Good Smile Racing.
Good Smile Racing.
So clearly a dentist.
So, Nathan Bewley, the dentist.
Well, you could argue a pharmacist.
Just bettering his time there as we watch Shane Fudderdo actually coming down that big, long, the longest straight ever. And don't they get to stretch the legs in the Mustang here tonight? And look, top speeds. Have we got a speed trap? There,
yeah.
Stu.
I was just actually watching it then. Shane Fudderdo was just then hit 284, but the fastest car down the chute is Lucas Keys in that GTR at 285 kilometres an hour.
Whoa.
Brandon Webley has matched it in the Ford Mustang, and also, if I go way down the field, there's a certain BMW of Golombek who's also doing the same, 285 kilometres an hour. So the Beamer's got legs as well here. Motoring though, isn't it? 285 k's an hour.
It is, absolutely. Craig McConnell out there looking sharp. Oh, maybe not quite so sharp. Very, very loose over the curbs in that bright green and black Mustang. Shown some good form in qualifying throughout the season so far, but just has not been able to stitch it together in race trim. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes here tonight on what is a very, very difficult track. To say the least. Gunther Rowe still out on track. Time is winding down though. We've only got a little over a minute to go. Left qualifying. Most of the field in the pit lane with only a minute to go. McConnell coming through this very awkward right-hander and not managing it. That first entry into that series of right-handers there, Stu, is blind, and you really got to get that one right.
Yeah. Ideally, you want to take it in fourth, not touch the curb on the inside, and flow the car out, because then you've got a little stab of throttle, a little lift, and then you're onto the big long straight.
Yeah, and you can really pick the throttle up. If you get the entry right, you can pick the throttle up pretty early as you drop off that little hill there, and pick it up nice and early and get cracking. And that is that run down that massive back straight. McConnell, car looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great paint job on that. Really stands out. So, only a few guys on track.
Only a few guys on track as the clock winds down to zeros there, ladies and gentlemen. That is qualifying done and dusted. Like you mentioned, Stu, a couple of guys out on track still. McConnell was one of those cars that just snuck across the line, I think, to get another lap in. Yeah, that must have been literally a second. Seriously, it was close to get across the line there.
So we've got only two cars on track, McConnell and Gunther Rowe, so both Ford Mustangs.
Yeah, so Gunther Rowe in another one of the official sponsors cars there, the True to Life Racing Designs Guerrilla Racing Mustang. Gunther, real standout, a few real standout drives in this season so far. Definitely on point in a nice little patch of form at the moment is Gunther Rowe in that Guerrilla Racing Mustang. So, it'll be interesting to see how he goes tonight. Currently, provisionally in 14th.
Just out of Foxhole there. It's a tricky little section here because you've been going flat out for the last few kilometres and all of a sudden it starts to slow down on you. Yeah,
an interesting little multi-apexing corners. It is just Nords. It's just a Nords thing, isn't it? These really tricky corners, quite often blind. You're quite often airborne, quite a few times at Nords actually as well. So you really do need to know your way around this place to get the best of it. McConnell a couple of tenths up, a couple of seconds actually.
Yeah, he's two seconds up
on his Delta at the moment, so looking good for Craig.
Down the road just through miss. I always get that one wrong. They're still in the green. Long way to go though. He's only about halfway around.
Yeah, so McConnell still early stages of his lap as we see Gunther Rowe just pick that again blind right-hander as they do this long run up the hill here. Tricky little right there halfway up, and then this massive run up the hill here.
It'd be interesting if we can jump on board here, Davo. See if he stays in fifth, because a lot of cars start to slow down if you're in top gear up the climb here towards the end.
So just clicked into fifth there now through the kink ride here before they come up to this little awkward left-hander here. This little dog leg. Really tricky. Oh, gets it.
Big wiggle.
Big wiggle. Backs it in. I think we're going to see a lot of this tonight, Stu.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Nords.
It is just, it's a Nords thing. And again, these corners are so blind. They're coming up to that thing so fast. Walls of
carousel.
Very nice. Looking solid on the way out.
Yeah, now into the roller coaster section. This is my favourite part of the track. A lot of guys I know that don't favour Nords. They don't really know how good this last sector of this track is because they don't really get to it. You know, they might hit the wall in the first sector or second sector and don't really get the chance to really learn this end of the track. But I love this sector that he's in now.
Oh, same.
Oh no.
As we see the Guerrilla Racing Mustang into the fence, the boys will be hard at work to get that sorted out before race start as we pick up on
McConnell.
McConnell, I was going to call him Cam then. But it's Craig.
Don't do that.
It's Craig.
Oh, mate, Craig here. Here we go. He's up, coming up the big long run up to the hill now as well.
Yeah, and showing green on the Delta and also on a clean lap. So, yeah, looking pretty handy, and that big run up the hill. Like we mentioned, it's like a big curvy straight, isn't it? Like the guys are flat out through all of those kinks there until they get up, they get through this little right left, and then into this little dog leg here. Very tricky corner, comes up super quick, and again.
Yeah, that was because he touched the inside curb. It's as easy as that. Like it's such a high-speed corner. You've got to commit, but if you turn in too early,
if you commit too much.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
Unlucky.
So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lucas Keys topping the board. No surprise there in the Datsun. The R35 Skyline. Nathan Henderson second on the front row. Brandon Webley in third. Bewley, newcomer. It's Nathan, isn't it? Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan Bewley.
Nathan Bewley in the Porsche. Yeah, welcome aboard. And yeah, look, just straight into it. Silver class driver, but yeah, really showing some good form already in fourth. Clark in fifth. Makalos sixth. Dixon seventh. Shane Frodo sneaking into the top 10. Nick Firth sneaking into the top 10. Crossy rounding out that top 10. Marnie in 11th as we have Bella in 12th. Dawson, Rowe, Ichikawa, Thackeray, Goddard, Collins, Spence, Perkins, and McConnell in 21st. Golombek 22nd. Lay and Warren in 23rd and 4th respectively, ladies and gentlemen. We are Nords here tonight for round 5 in Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7. As you can tell, Davo's here, Stu Arrowsmith's here, MATCHFIT Entertainment broadcasting to you live on YouTube tonight. We got to thank SIMBLACKS for their wonderful prizes, and CrossCut Woodworks, Carpentry and Joinery for being on board. Crossy43, HENDO and True to Life Racing Designs. Mate, this is going to be a cracker. This is going to be very interesting, Stu. Can't wait. Let's just, look, we better just sneak in and have a quick look at the points. I think we might be losing comms on our points table, boys. So we're back. It's okay. We got this. What is going on here? Why have I lost something?
Oh, I've dropped out the server. I'll be back.
I think I have as well. Ladies and gentlemen, bear with us for a moment. Some technical difficulty.
Yeah, play the elevator music.
Cue the elevator music now. We will be back in one moment. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I don't think he went anywhere anyway. Just looking at the chat box. couple of little techie issues with the Rainlight server at the moment. They're just adjusting things accordingly, apparently, as we speak. Quick break there, but look, if you have only just arrived, you are joining us here live on YouTube on the MATCHFIT Entertainment channel for Rainlight Racing's official coverage of their 2024 GT3 Series 7. It's round 5. We are at Nords, ladies and gentlemen. It is proudly brought to you by the good people at SIMBLACKS, CROSSCUT, Woodworks, Carpentry and Joinery. Crossy43, my man HENDO, and Gunther at True to Life Racing Designs. I'm Davo. And again, this week, I have Stu Arrowsmith by my side. Stu, a little bit of a little bit of a change, a little bit of this, a little bit of that going on. We will. But yeah, these guys just adjusting things. Apparently they didn't want to do a full formation lap around Nords. Go figure. So they made a quick adjustment because that would have taken about 30 minutes up. So quick adjustment to the server, guys, which only took a couple of minutes, and here we are. We're back. So grab a drink. It's still got a minute or so before these guys hit the track, and look, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen. Hit your notifications, share the video, get the algorithms ticking along for us there while you're sitting around watching, listening to us bang on. Yes.
So it looks like everyone's back in the server, so I'd say we'll be going to the grid any minute now.
That's what we want to hear. So, yes, couple of quick little mix-ups there, ladies and gentlemen, but the boys at Rainlight, as always, straight onto these making the relevant adjustment as always. And just quickly, because I think our mics turned off while we were rattling off the point situation, Stu. So we might just revisit that. And I think I mentioned that Lucas Keys was well out in front.
Yeah, 4 wins from 4 rounds. Can't do any better than that. He's looking to do the same again here tonight at the Nords.
Yeah, not too shabby, is it, mate? I think, and then we've got what have we got? Bran Webley with a bit of a gap behind him, and then it's the Shane Faraday, Nick Firth, Tony Spence battle going on there.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
That's interesting.
It's about 30, 40 points separating a lot of those guys. So
Yeah.
And then we'll carry on down. You've got Tony Spence, Pete Dawson, Louis Van der Venter, not here tonight. Watching on though. Hey, Louis.
Louis Van Van are not here tonight.
Yeah, Matty Clark, Costas Makaros, Gunther Rowe rounding out the 10. There's not a lot from 10 up to 6th position. So, yeah, Crossland, again, like I said earlier, before the mics went off, looking to have another good round tonight.
Oh, definitely.
Danny Kim. Is Danny Kim here tonight?
Danny Kim not around either. No.
He's not on the grid.
So yeah,
he had a good one last week.
Yeah, a couple of guys not in. I think as well. Yeah, I think Matty T off with an injury. I think Worcester is tuning in tonight as well and not diving. So there's a handful. There's a handful of guys away from the night, but still.
Yes, Louis just said there his absence is due to pure hatred and fear of Nords.
I think more fear than hatred.
That's what alcohol was for.
Yes.
Bit of Dutch courage in the German country.
Absolutely. But look, ladies and gentlemen, you have joined us here for round 5 at Nords, and so looking forward to this. Stu, it'll be interesting. We already touched base on it a little bit before, and look, I suppose something we haven't mentioned before we do touch on things that we've already touched on is look, track infringements. Very easy to get around here, aren't they?
Yeah, but I find they're usually followed up by a wall. So I think it's sort of, it manages itself. There is a few spots, you're right, especially on the GP circuit at the start of the lap. But as far as the Nordschleife itself, there's not a lot of places where you can just get a cut and get away with it. Generally, if you're getting a cut, you're on your way to the fence.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Bit of a delay on the start here.
Yeah, just getting things sorted. Couple of minutes to go. We'll ramble on for a little bit longer. But we will mention again, I suppose, look, top spot, no surprise, Lucas Keys. We just mentioned on how he is dominating the series so far in that Skyline. And again tonight here, really stamping his mark on this race in the hour-long qualifying. Nathan Henderson, pronounce it, Davo. Fantastic job in the Bentley, putting his the MATCHFIT Entertainment Bentley, mind you, Stewie, in second.
Smart looking car.
Oh, absolutely. Smartly into second position. Brandon Webley in third. New guy, Nathan Bewley in fourth in the Porsche.
In a Porsche,
mind you.
Around
Porsche.
here.
That's exactly right. Matty Clark in the Beamer in fifth. Makalos in sixth. Dixon in seventh. Shane Faraday in the Mustang in eighth. Nick Firth sneaking into the top 10 in ninth. And Steve Crossland rounding out the top 10.
And Mahoney in 11th, Bella 12th, Pete Dawson 13th, Gunther Rowe 14th, Ichikawa in the other Porsche Mahoney's in the Porsche too. My bad. 15th Thackeray's in 16th. Goddard 17th. Collins in 18th. Perkins in a Ferrari is in 19th. Craig McConnell 20th position.
Golopic in 21st, Lay in 22nd, and Warren in 23rd. We have got
20 seconds.
The Craig McConnell name covered now.
I'm gonna have to.
I think we've got this. I think we've got this too. So, let's have a look. Where are we on this grid?
Yeah, I can see that all the cars are still stationary. The drivers have gotten out, and they're all sharing stories and cigarettes.
it's getting that they're ready to go as well.
No, they heard me. They quickly jumped back in.
Here we go.
Right, I'm looking forward to this.
So very short formation here. They're at the top of the hill at the end of that big ass long back straight there. They're just rolling under the bridge there. So they just run down through this fast sector of the track here and through the chase and flip-flop through that little right-left complex there before they run out onto the start-finish straight. So it'll all happen pretty quickly here, ladies and gentlemen. They run out onto the GP track as per Nord's 24-hour spec, but T1 to T4 on the regular GT3 track is omitted, and they just do a little sneaky little cut through there and get back on to the circuit, pretty well deleting us about 3 corners, I think it is, Stu, there to get back out. So shortening it up a little bit there, slightly different format. It is 90 minutes here for round 5 at Nordschleife tonight here for Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7. We would expect to see about 12 laps. They do have a compulsory pit stop, and we do have a green light, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. We're at Nord's for the next 90 minutes. Turn 1. Good jump from Keys immediately. Side by side there from Webley and Bewley. Very close. Who's that tucked up behind Bewley there? There's a bit of contact. That's Macrolos, I think, around. Yep. There's a bit of a mess there in the background.
Yeah, Smith's addressing. He might have been part of that.
Tangled up in that. Crossy and quite a few drivers taking advantage of that little faux pas and coming through unscathed as the Deltas go mad on us. Here, our leaderboard just goes crazy. Gunther Rowe sneaking up into 9th, Crossland in 8th, Nick Firth in 7th. So these guys have all gone up a position. And I think it was Perkins and Dixon getting affected by that. At the beginning there, Henderson chasing Keys immediately. Has the Bentley got it? Looking at qualifying times, probably not. Webley's going to get pressure from Bewley immediately. Bewley, newcomer to the Rainlight Racing GT3 field here in Season 7, Round 5 at Nord's, and really showing some good form. I think Webley's got a little bit of competition on his hands here as they roll out of the GP circuit, and now it gets serious, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the action starts, and immediately pressure. Crossland past Gunther Rowe and Bewley and Webley going at it.
That's important for Crossland. You want to get those overtakes done before you hit the Nords.
Yeah, very tricky. Definitely in some parts of the circuits, particularly at the beginning here of the circuit. It's a little bit of a roller coaster. Lots of change of direction. Really no room to size up a part. A little bit like the roller coaster down the back end of the circuit here as we just pick up on Dawson there. Tucked in between Lay and Ichikawa in the port.
Yeah, big Bentley.
That is actually Balla, Thackeray and McConnell. It is McConnell. Tucked in there. Where is McConnell in that little group there? Oh, there, he's just in the background there. So Bella, Rowe and Crossland it is.
Yeah, well, that little incident that we seen at the start of the race has benefited McConnell. He's up 8 positions after all of that.
Well,
Collins
there you
is
go.
up 5, and Lay's up 8 as well. Gunther up 5 positions, Thackeray up 5 positions.
Well, it very obviously shows where that accident was there with those guys picking up so many positions. There was about 4 or 5 cars there tangled up in that. Looked like a bit of a parking lot there coming out of 2. But these guys want to get in their rhythm pretty quickly here, won't they?
Yeah,
Stu?
yeah.
This is a track you don't want to get too racy. I mean, it's a bit hard not to, as we just pick up on Dawson's car, the white Bentley just sandwiched in the middle.
Yeah, it's very line important around here. You know, you got to sort of, you know, once the dust is settled from the start, you just want to, if you can, and you haven't got someone right up your chuff, just keep your eyes focused and start hitting those apexes and get that rhythm in. You just see Lucas Keys already out to 3 seconds. Hour 25 to go though, so.
Yeah, there's plenty of time to go here. And plenty of corners to navigate over the 12 laps. Odd that we suspect they will be doing throughout the 90 minutes. Throw in a compulsory pit stop as well, just to add a little bit more pressure as Dawson looks at Lay with a little bit of an off-track excursion, a few corners back. I think Lay is just not got those tyres up to temp yet, and is really struggling. There's contact between the Porsche of Ichikawa. He backs out of it smartly.
A little bit of white paint on it.
That's Goddard in the background. You can see it's actually Goddard and Makalos. Makalos sneaks past Goddard like a demon.
Makaros is on a mission here. He's the one that got turned around at the start of the race, so he's down 13 odd positions and he's looking to come forward.
And look at the pace of the Audi as he just flicks out of that corner, just picking that up on the replay there. Unbelievable.
Really got legs with that V10 in the back from the Lamborghini. Reeling in the Porsche.
In the Audi.
Yeah, Lambo engine in the back of the Audi.
Lambo engine in the back of the Audi.
Yeah, sorry for the confusion there.
Okay, oh, big,
no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ichikawa had a moment of his own, and oh no, and it's just carried on for Makalos. He's in the wall again. He's parked that. Oh, we're just talking him up too.
Oh, so that's unfortunate there. Lap 1, ladies and gentlemen, about halfway through the lap. Ichikawa with a big tank slapper there. And with Makalos tucked up behind that Porsche, had nowhere to go, Stu.
No.
Literally nowhere to go.
That's the nature of this place. It reminds me a lot of Bathurst. A lot of Bathurst. If you're following someone across the top and they have a moment, you're going to get caught up in it. It's sheer luck if you get through.
Yeah, you'll be amongst it. And it reminds me a little bit of Bathurst, where it's just like, it's tarmac, this slightest bit of grass, and it's just wall. It's just like, bam, and you're just into it. And it just accelerates the car a little bit quicker before it hits the wall.
Oh, Bewley. Bewley just had a big moment coming out of, oh God, I couldn't give you the corner name. I'm no good with German.
Don't even try.
I'm not going to try.
But we will pick up on a replay there. Yes, getting that. Oh, corner.
Yeah, and then he had a horrible bounce.
He did have a horrible bounce as he tried to recover that. Gets it in, pointing in the right direction here as they wind down through this back sector of the track here into this tricky little blind left before the second carousel here, and then they'll run up over the crest and into the seriously long back straight here. Firthy on Folido and gets him into the second carousel.
Wow.
I wonder what happened there. Just wonder if Folido made a bit of a mistake there.
Yeah, replay on that.
Yeah, so a little bit wide from Folido. Again, I just wonder whether his tyres not quite where they want to be.
Yeah, Shane didn't fight him, did he?
A little bit of a mistake. He could have fought him, but just let it go. and just looking to get in that rhythm, like you keep mentioning.
And mentioning things, tyre pressures, like you just said. This track, if you haven't got them dialed in, you could be, you know, halfway to 2/3 of the way around the lap and realise that they're not in the window that you want them. Could be a long way before you decide to stop.
That's a long lap, isn't it, to not
Yeah,
be
it's
right?
a long way. So Bella getting a run here on Steve Crossland down at the very end of the lap. Just coming into the braking zone at the end of the big straight. Running to the line now.
Oh, and we've got there. Oh, the slightest bit of contact there between Perkins and I think it's Warren here. Just picking it up on the replay. That was just as they run down in the chase.
Oh, that is a brown underpants moment.
That is definitely a brown moment. That one. And I'm surprised he actually kept it off the wall. It touched the wall, but not very hard.
Yeah,
so
it didn't rotate into the other one on the other side of the track.
Yeah, definitely code brown, that one.
Yep. Pete Dawson still on the back of Thackeray.
So yeah, Dawson looking hot in the Bentley. Gunther Rowe giving Bella something to think about, as is Bella Crossland.
Yeah.
That is a tight battle. Perkins and Warren going at it still in the background. Bella looking very tidy. Should I say Dawson looking very tidy in the Bentley. No heroics. Get up the pointy end here as this trio of Crossland, Bella and Rowe.
Yeah, that's what it's at right now.
Run out on to the big track. The super special stage that is Nord's. Yeah. And Bella looking very, very feisty.
And Rowe matched him. He had a sympathy spin.
Oh, no.
Oh, Bella got away with that. Rowe, not so lucky.
So, slot.
That was probably a reaction to Bella having a moment. We've all done it.
No doubt. No doubt. Rowe down a few positions for it. He's definitely turned that car well around. Bella actually seemed to pick it up. A little bit of a bounce off the tyres on the outside, but Rowe turning the Mustang around and losing, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 positions.
Yeah.
So unfortunate for Gunther. Lap 2 here. Nico putting pressure on Gunther now. Oh, very loose from the Aston. Can he pull it up? My.
No, only just. The approach speed to that corner is mind-boggling. The left-hander is taken flat beforehand, and you brake so late, but you want to get it down on the apex and use the camber of the road.
Look, Will Dixon in the CrossCut Woodworks car there. Mate, talk about code brown. There's Stewie Ben.
Yep. He was throwing the anchor out with the length of the rope too.
Mate, there was all kinds of opposite lock going on there. So that's actually a pretty healthy little group of cars there from Thackeray. Dawson, Rowe, Dixon, Collins, Lay, and I think Marnie as well in the background. Yeah, so a little bit of a spread, as you would expect around here at Nords, as these guys just try and find that groove, find that rhythm. All important here. Not one. It's not the place to get all heroic, is it? You really do. You really got to measure yourself as we just see Marnie well off the inside curb in the Porsche. Looked really awkward. Didn't like it at all. Some of the curbs here at Nords are halfway up the doors of these cars. They are massive. As we just see Marnie sneak past, lay.
Yeah, you want to jump forward a bit here, Davo. This Dawson Road Dixon battle.
Who's that out in front? That's Fuckery.
It's Fuckery. Oh, the driver is not here.
Look at the Aston Dixon.
The thing is, there's nowhere to go up here.
No, there's not. There is just not. You don't have enough run to get overlap, and do you even want it, Stu?
Oh, I wouldn't want to try it, no.
Mate, because they run flat chat up the hill here.
Yeah, look at them railing in the Macca. Just reeled it in.
Oh, so close from Dixon. Holds the line. So close to the back of the Guerrilla Racing Mustang of Gunther Rowe there. So committed, like you said.
Yep. Blind. He still had his foot in it. Up to Carousel.
Look, that's a hard enough corner to do, Stu, when you're by yourself.
Yeah, it's a brave one.
Let alone when you're literally half a car length off the back of a Mustang. So, unsighted, no error.
And into the awesome roller coaster section now.
Oh, look, yeah, I'm big fan. Heaps of change of direction here. Gunther needs to just settle down here. Dicko's got nowhere to go. He's just going to have to hold that line.
Yeah, it's so hard to pass around here. Even if you do feel like you're quicker, what can you do? You can place the car in the mirrors, but as far as getting side by side and getting enough overlap to make it move,
getting it done. Yeah, that's right.
You kind of hold station, eh?
Yeah, what choice?
Safer too.
Oh, well, yes. Goes without saying.
A little bit wide. Still, Dixon can't do anything with it.
Oh, Dixon's got a bit of overlap. Oh, there's a little bit of a touch. It's Gunther around again. With a little bit of assistance from Dixon. I'm not sure whether the Mustang might have moved ever so slightly.
Yeah, I think it come down off that, like you say, ginormous curves that they have here.
Yeah.
Just bounced and unsettled and the rear went down off the jump.
Cross line, Frodo. Cross looking speedy.
Crossy, yeah, I was about to say, he's reeled in Shane over the last lap.
Oh, Shane's struggling to get that car to turn. That car has not looked quick.
No, I'll agree with you there. Shane doesn't look comfortable in it, but on the straight, look at this.
Look at it, it's a drag race.
McLaren is trying to hold it.
He's got to duck back in. We're going to have another crack at this. He's running out of road, though.
Yeah, he'd be a brave man to do it down into the chase down here.
Oh, we've already seen a slip up earlier.
God, he must be half throttle behind him there. Yeah, turn one's his best bet if you can get a good exit here.
Oh, and the Mustang just rolls away.
Yeah, the initial punch out of the Ford, I've seen it all season at ASR and Z. It's so immense off corners. And the bloody thing can stop too.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make it any easier.
Yeah, look, it has been hobbled with the BOP in recent weeks, but still a force to be reckoned with as Crossy. Oh, looks for the overlap. Shane, no argument from Shane. It's a long race. He knows Crossy's not his fight in the championship and just lets that SIMBLACKS number 43 McLaren swing on past and will just look to tag on behind him there. Bella in the pits.
Right, okay, first stop. Wonder if it's a damaged one, given it this early.
Oh. Warren in the pits as well. So not sure what's... who's next on the list now? That's Faraday just allowed Crossy past in the SIMBLACKS McLaren there, but that is Craig McConnell. You can see just in the back of shot there, and look, just going off the form of that Mustang so far. What are we in? 2 laps in?
He's up 11 spots. I know some of them came from that incident at turn 1. Oh, we got someone off the road there at sector 1. Let's see who that is. 21. Who's car 21?
Car 21, Bella.
Bella.
It's in the pits, and he's just rolling away now out of the pit lane. That car looked like it had been in there for a long time. Yeah. As we just pick up on Bewley, as he is in touch with Webley now. We saw a little bit of heat coming from the Bewley car in the first lap here at Nords for round 5 in Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7, but there is a bit of a gap between them, but Webley definitely not running away with it, so...
No, in the last lap around, it was a second quicker from Bewley, so he's a braver man than me. I wouldn't want to try a Porsche around here, but he's peddling it well, eh?
The time isn't scary, it's the brand, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Doing it in that car.
Yeah, but he's definitely starting to close the gap down here on Webley.
Awesome stuff. We'll pick up on Dixon again in that Aston, looking super speedy here tonight as he ranges up on the back of Thackeray and like seriously came up behind him so quickly, as we saw him do on the Gunther Rowe Mustang. And this Aston looking quick tonight, Stu.
Yeah, solid choice around here. Great car, lots of horsepower, stable chassis. Just got to make it all work from now. He's right on the back.
Oh yeah, super close.
Gets any closer, there's going to be an Aston Martin imprint on the back of it. Oh, there we go. Bewley, 0.2 off Webley right now.
So no real surprises there either. Wow. I just wonder whether Webley's made little slightest of errors, because there wasn't much between them anyway. And the slightest of errors around here would put that gap to about what you can visually see right now.
Yeah, nothing.
Which is nothing. That's right. That is stress right there for Brandon Webley. But then look at the punch of that Mustang up that hill.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's going to grow a little bit for this next kilometre, and then they're going to drop into the carousel and then jump into the beautiful roller coaster
section. Yes.
Where I imagine the Porsche would be quite good. I wouldn't want to try it, but it would be quite good with all the changes of direction. So it'll be interesting to see what the gap is like from now till they come out of the roller coaster section. So what are we? About 1.4 off the back of Webley now. Let's see what it's like in about 4K time.
Yeah, so Webley definitely working for his money tonight.
Through on Thackeray. He's done it on the big long run up the hill. Oh, they're still side by side. Oh, he's just tucked in before the fast left-hander. So yeah, I'd say that was a pure horsepower battle there up the big hill. McLaren lost out.
Yeah, but Thackeray not giving it away easy, was he? He chased him all the way up the hill, as we just picked up on the short replay there. with Dixon already passed, but Thackeray just like held him all the way, really did force the issue.
And there we go. Bewley, about halfway through the roller coaster section, and he's 0.7. And what was that gap before? 1.4. So he basically pulled a second out of that, and there's still quite a bit of it to go.
As we just see Goddard overlay, and that is Golombek actually just tucked in behind there as well. So these guys definitely finding their groove, getting into their rhythm, and now we start to see some good solid overtaking. Long night here for these guys. 90 minutes around Nords. Take some concentration, Stu. They'll be working hard for this. Yep. Be a hard run.
An hour and 6 to go. Be interesting to see you guys starting to do some stops in the next 20 minutes. Lucas Keys still out by himself. 7.1 seconds up the road from Nathan Henderson, who is a fast driver himself. Hendo's really quick around here. His last lap was an 8:09. I'd like to do that in qualifying.
Yep. little alone race trim, that's right.
Yeah. So yeah, like absolutely flying. Definitely yeah, hold your head up high there, mate. That's a good run, Hendo. Webley 15 seconds off the back of Henderson. So that's quite a big gap now, with the ever-present newcomer, Nathan Bewley.
Nathan Bewley. And just pick it up on a quick text from Harrison Bella, who we were just calling, that was in the pits. 164 seconds in the pits. So, yes, not ideal, Harrison. I tend to agree.
Broken.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and see McElross also put in there that he's glad he practiced for this one.
Yeah.
Practice didn't come into it. He was just unlucky, mate. It was just the curse of Nords being behind someone, and they have a moment, and you just get caught up in it. So, unfortunate. We were looking forward to seeing the Audi come forward.
Oh, as always, Audi doesn't get a lot of love these days. Always good to see someone pedaling it, and someone pedaling it well, as does Costas Makalos. We've got Marnie on Thackeray. We've got Bewley on Webley. Marnie, Thackeray, Bewley, Webley. It's like a song. I don't know. We've also got Lay on Goddard as well. These guys traded, I think, positions there probably at the beginning of this lap, but still going at it. Yep, Marnie, there it is, Marnie. Marnie on Thackeray there.
Yep, into turn 1. Nice overtake. Bewley's still right on the back of Webley. Tell you what, and it must be frustrating in the Porsche to just watch that Ford Mustang walk away on the straights. Does all the hard work in the twisties and reins the gap in, gets right up behind them, and then they get to these open flowing sections at Nords, and the Mustang just gets smaller and smaller and smaller.
Oh, look, but such a rewarding race to have, though, isn't it, Stu? You know, like you know how much joy that to and fro can give you in a race, and then if he does actually get Webley at the end, you know, you couldn't ask much more, could you? They'd be grinning, these guys.
Oh, absolutely. They'll be both thoroughly enjoying this.
Okay, let's get out of the car for Nathan Bewley.
Going for a lap.
Half a lap. Well, let's just watch him for a minute or two as he works over the back of Brandon Webley's Mustang.
Excellent.
Enjoy. battle injuries. These guys. There's no let off, is there?
No, it's exactly the same. Pit stops are going to come into this, I believe. Between Webley and Bewley especially. I think Bewley's got the pace to keep Webley behind him if he can get in front of him.
If he can get in front of it, yeah. Yeah.
The four's going to range up on the long shoots. But there's not many places, like we've already talked about, there's not many places in those sectors where you can actually get a move done.
Yeah, definitely not safely.
No, and the Porsche, given its sexy wide rear end, is going to be extra wide, isn't it? So you'll have even less road to deal with.
Again, look at the punch up the hill, though, from the Mustang of Webley there. And like you said, the next 4Ks, he just reels it back in till we get to the next big straight section. And then it's another 10 car lengths he gets on him. And then it's just a toing and froing. Epic to watch. These guys, class acts. Webley, second in the championship currently. That's his battle. It's
another battle further down the field, sorry, Davo, is Shane Farrell, Craig McConnell.
Now I wondered
Craig's ranged in.
I wondered whether Craig had come at him eventually. Now that there was quite a few car lengths back to Craig McConnell, but we did notice that he did notice that car in the background, and
Shane,
it's not looking quick, that Mustang tonight.
No, Shane got a wheel outside the top of the carousel there, which just never feels good. Ideally, you want to put your two left wheels on the flat down in the gutter, so to speak, and use it really like a motocross berm and put your right wheels in the middle of it.
Yeah, you got to get really hungry with it, don't you? Get right down there and lock into the bottom section of that, what is quite a bumpy bit of road, actually, with the old concrete slab style.
Yeah, the GT3 cars, they're quite stiffly sprung, aren't they? So you do get a bit of a waddle through there, nose bounce.
Yeah, enough to rattle the teeth out, the fillings out, that one.
Yep.
But, and look at McConnell, tail out on the Mustang. He's feeling hungry. You can smell the blood. The Fernando car not looking speedy tonight and showing it. McConnell can tell. And hungry for a position. That would put him, Craig, already sitting in 9th provisionally at the moment. That would put him up another spot into 8th.
Yeah, which would be 12 spots gained.
Mate.
Oh, he's wide there. Did well to hold on to it.
Unbelievable.
No, this sector's awesome through here.
So absolutely fast. Flat. So committed.
Break at the marshals, down to 4th. This one's 3rd gear, tightens up. Use the exit curb.
Tricky little corner, that actually, isn't it? It's
a
little bit blind.
Yep.
A little bit off camber as you run out of it. And then that one there, as you jump out of the carousel, they're very off-cambered piece of road. The cars get a bit taily. And again here, we saw McConnell in qualifying get it all wrong there as he come up over the crest into that. Nails it this time, but Fernando.
Shane's got a lot of understeer. He was actually dabbing the brake there.
Mate.
He was trying to get the front to bite and rotate through the corner. So, I mean, that's the corner you don't go near the brake on.
That car has looked like that the whole race so far.
And that exit's hurt him too, because here he comes. He's in the toe.
So if we're going to see half and half pit stops, he is all over the back of this thing.
Shane's just going to let him have it.
Yeah, he knows he's struggling. He's definitely on the back foot tonight, Shane.
Yeah.
Again, I just wonder, these guys, you know, when they're struggling like this, they do want to choose their battles, don't they? You know, look, Shane, I think, 3rd in the championship at the moment?
Yeah. So, he's just going to take what points he can get. He's obviously, he's not feeling it at Nords tonight because it's very unlike Shane to be going backwards. You know, we know the guy for being one of the best defenders out there.
Yeah.
And for him just to be opening the steering and saying, "Yeah, mate, come through."
Yeah.
You know, so he's not having a great night. I'll just touch as we were ending the lap there with Craig McConnell. Caught the back of a McLaren heading the pit lane. It was Steve Crossland, and he has damage.
He does have damage, yeah, and I'm just picking up on the replay here to see whether it just happened right at the end of the lap here.
I think it did. Did he get a bounce?
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's a big hit on the tyre bundle.
Oh.
In the SIMBLACKS 43, McLaren just running out of that final complex of corners there. That's the McConnell Fronto car just sneaking past him there.
Yeah.
So that is not ideal.
Crossy's got to get his pit stop out the way. It's just going to be longer than he wanted. I mean, of all the places to drop it, you tick the box there because that's where you want to do it. You don't want to do it in the start of the lap. You know what I'm saying?
No,
it's a long way around when you're left hand down.
Oh, true that.
So, yeah. Take the positives where you can. So that was a good place to crash if you're going to crash.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
HENDO. Absolutely flying in that Bentley. A beautiful match fit Bentley.
Bewley Webley.
Still happening.
And it's happening fast. Man, these guys are going quick and literally only meters apart through some sections of this track here. The Mustang not gaining any legs through this first sector here. So they run down, over again, cresting, blind corner, a little bit of air, big brakes into the right-hander before they go down the foxhole. Who got that stop-go just there? Steve Crossland, stop-go 30.
Oh, so he sped in the lane. Oh, that's just added insult to injury.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Crossland. Yeah. So, a little bit of a mistake coming off the back straight there. Through the chase. And into that final complex and really punching the wall hard. Look at Bewley Webley now.
Yeah. But again, we're about to enter a sector where there's not really any opportunities unless the guy in front makes a mistake.
Oh, look, and where there is opportunities, the sheer torque and grunt of the Mustang just takes over.
Miss, hit, miss. And they got it right that time.
It's a tricky sector, that, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look. I can tell you have the same passion, Stu. I love this place. It's just an unhealthy amount of kilometres on this track.
Yeah, thousands of laps.
Thousands of laps, mate, and I love it.
And everything. Back in the AC days when you'd take an MX-5 out for a laugh. All sorts,
oh, big wriggle from Webley there, just as he came across the bridge.
Like you say, it saves itself with its power.
It does, it does. And see, like, even with that little wriggle there in the Porsche rider, he's still, it's the run out of this right-hander here.
Yep. So what, there's a car and 2 car lengths there now? Let's see what it's like in a kilometre and a half.
Well, let's get out of the back wing of the Mustang and just see what sort of gap he can put on this Porsche. Now, the Porsche, well in the draft of that Mustang as he exited the corner there, but look at it. Cannot keep up.
Yeah, well, we're out to about 5 car lengths now.
Oh, Webley into the wall.
Wall, yeah, they both sort of didn't get that right. The downshift was ugly in the Porsche and it had a wiggle. But yeah, Webley touched the fence.
Oh, yeah, Webley with a graze on the fence. Bewley keeping it off the wall. Both looking very awkward and this is ramping up. The desperation, Stu, is starting to creep in, isn't it?
Yeah, even though they'll both be loving it, Webley will not want to give that position, and Bewley wants that position. And this is I think this is gonna go down to the end. With 51 minutes counting, They're both yet to stop. Yeah, it looks like
Oh.
I have limited running in a Ford Mustang. I'm yet to really do much racing in it at all, but from what I'm seeing, they do seem to suffer from a bit of understeer. Maybe you have to steer it with the rear end, which obviously wouldn't help your tyres, but yeah, it just seems like he's struggling with a bit of understeer here. Shane was.
I don't think Shane looked comfortable in that car right from green flag at
definitely
all.
not. Something's not clicking.
Yeah. And look, you did mention the tyre pressure situation, and you know, like you get halfway through around the lap, and you just go, okay, I've got this wrong, you know.
Yeah.
And then you've got to run a whole stint with it, don't you? You know,
Well,
like so.
You have to run long enough to get the fuel in to finish the race.
Yep.
So you could be in a world of hurt straight off the get-go.
Yep.
Oh, Porsche pulls the wheel stand down the hill. Wicked.
It's a glorious looking thing. Let's see if we can get a replay. I wish we had slow-mo.
Oh, absolutely.
But we see Webley just on the replay there, getting all kinds of sideways, and that Porsche on the drop-off.
Yeah, it basically pulls the wheel stand.
Amazing.
Sick. And here we go. Run to the big back straight again. And he's right on the back of him.
And he's close this time.
Yeah.
But again, straight away, as soon as
Webley got a better exit.
you could literally, yeah, he did get a better exit, but you could just literally see when Webley picked the throttle up, and he just gained 3 or 4 car lengths immediately. So a little bit of a compromised exit from Bewley there, Stu, and very noticeable now, isn't it, on this run down the straight now, where there's a good 10 or 15 car lengths between those two now.
Oh. It's getting smaller and smaller, isn't it? Well, let's see what the Porsche's pretty good under brakes. I know the Mustang's also very good, but let's see what he ranges up here.
Oh,
Brave
yeah.
under the brake. Oh, super brave. So late.
So close to that little wall that pokes out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, Webley with I suppose a little bit of a sigh of relief. He did make a gain there on the lead onto that back straight there. And, yeah, can probably just sort of regather his thoughts a little bit, take a little bit of time. It'll only be short time to grab a breath.
Yep. And it'll be back to what it's been for the last 4 laps.
Yeah, that Webley Mustang. Yes, Matty, we will pick up a bit of in-car to the back half of the lap, actually.
Oh, good idea. Yes.
From maybe Webley or Bewley. Henderson in the pits too, I just noticed, just snuck past us there as well.
Yeah, Matty wants to see some Lucas Keys action.
Some Lucas Keys.
That sounded bad. You know what I mean, on board.
Okay. The people have spoken. The people get what they want. And here is Lucas Keys in the Nissan in another postcode.
Yep, hustling the GDR around 20.8 kilometres.
And
at 8 minutes 7s.
Mate, and he looks as committed as he did in qualifying. We just saw wheels out in the dirt there, only a couple of corners back there. And this is the way this guy races. It is full commitment every single time.
No. Oh, Nathan Henderson. Stop go 30, speeding in pit lane.
Ouch.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
So that's them getting the entry wrong, isn't it? Obviously, because it is pretty quick on the way in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good straight run at it. So tough there for Hendo. Fodado also, sorry to interrupt there, in the pits as well, Stewie.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just going to say, I didn't actually pick up what the gap was from Nathan Henderson back to Webley. So that 30 seconds might actually give us a third car in the battle with Webley.
Too true. He could have had 30 odd seconds on him, couldn't he?
I didn't. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, everybody watching, but I didn't actually notice what that gap was before that happened. I was just too relaxed. Nathan Henderson, Nords, yeah, nothing to worry about.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
as we see Perkins and Golombek in the pits as well, like I mentioned
Awesome.
earlier.
Maddie claims it was around 20 seconds, so hopefully she's been paying more closer attention than me and you have, Davo. But that's going to spice things up.
Thanks, Maddie. You should be in the comms box with us.
Yeah.
Go on.
Just looking at the numbers.
Crossland yet to... Oh, I think Crossy's in the pits now, so probably serving his stop-go 30 as we speak. That was about 8 odd minutes ago, so I suspect that's what's going on. So Shane, should I say Nathan Henderson and Steve Crossland picking up the first of the penalties here tonight at Nords for round 5 in the Rainlight Racing 2024 GT3 Series 7 Nordschleife.
Yeah, and looking at the stops, there's quite a few cars. There were some significantly longer stops than what would you be thinking, around a 32 seconds just for fuel and tyres.
Yeah.
But it's Nords, and like you said about track cuts, well, people are getting stop goes for pitting, and the track cuts are in the form of damage.
Yeah.
Like say, you find the fence here. So Shane Whararo, he's been in for his stop, 1:06 on the jacks, 1:41 overall. There's a lot of cars, 46 seconds for Golombek, 53 for Perkins, 1:56 for Warren.
Big numbers.
Big
numbers.
That's jack time, So it's
And what did Crossy end up with? Because he whacked the wall hard.
Crossy did a 32. He did an optimum stop. So
okay.
That's confused by that. Did he take tyres, fuel, and not fix the damage? We need to get an onboard, see what he looks like. No, the windscreen's not broken, so unsure as to why his was 32 seconds and 1:06 outright. Nathan Henderson, apart from also having a 30-second stop go above his head, has done a 32 on the jacks, 1:07 outright. So him and Crossland are the best stops, but they both have 30-second penalties. But Crossland, yeah, that's strange because he had a lot of damage on that car and just only sit for 32 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just wondering because I'm sure the bonnet was up earlier, but he's got I think he's repaired a little bit of it at least, but it still doesn't look healthy. But look, we're gonna just pick up on a little bit of inboard from Bewley's car for the back half of this lap. So just let's watch this for the next 3 odd minutes here as the boys run out of the right-hander. They're down into the first of the carousels here. Got to get right down there, hug that, get hungry in that corner there. Big jump out of here. A few little flip-flops here and then into the roller coaster section. It pretty well starts there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Stu. And probably one of the best parts of this track. I would tend to agree with you, mate.
Yeah, it's up and down. There's lots of blind corners. It's all about car placement and carrying that corner speed, eh? Oh, Weebly a bit wide there, so you can use maximum curb through there. This one, the car gets loose over the top because of the crest and it drops downhill. Wide again there for Weebly. But like you say, the Ford doesn't... It's not really a bad thing. You can sort of run it a bit deep into the corner. But as long as you can square it up and hit that loud pedal, it's sort of like, and pulls away.
Yeah, because like you mentioned, it stops pretty well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like, so... yeah, so you can...
And witnessed.
Well, that's right. You've had to race against these things, mate. So, but yeah, look, if they can... like you said, he can stop it. Oh, it's Bewley. Slightest of mistakes there.
Did he touch the curb? I just looked away.
Yeah, got on the inside there. Big bang.
Bloody wiper came on.
Gathered it up nicely, though. Keeps it pointing in the right direction there. So we're just seeing a few very, very minor mistakes creeping into Bewley's race here. Giving Webley just that little bit of breathing space every now and then. Just enough.
Yeah, Maddie, to answer your question, last lap's around, Webley was actually a cut lap, but it was a 8:18 and Bewley was on an 8:19. So they've dropped off a long way off the pace from when they started as the tyres have come away. But they've also got each other. So, you know, no one's going to be doing ultimate lap speed when you've got someone behind you or someone directly in front.
Yeah, and look, like you mentioned, Stu, just with the pace of that Porsche Bewley's, I wonder whether if that car does get past that Mustang, whether it's able to run away from
leader in
Webley.
the pit.
Lucas Keys in the pits, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We still have 40 odd minutes to go in this 90-minute race here at Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7. It is round 5. We are at Nords. Hit the like and subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Click the buttons. Get the algorithms working. Thank you very much. As
Webley and Bewley in. Sorry, Davo.
Webley, Bewley and Clark as well in 4th position in. Clark not too far behind that lot. Hendo just rounding the final corner there and is going to wrap these guys up, mate. And is that Nick Firth? He's just wrapped up as well, because Firthy in the pits as well. So Henderson back into 2nd position.
Yeah, but he hasn't served that penalty yet.
Good point.
That'll be why. But
we'll soon find out. We'll check this gap.
I think it's going to add action because it's going to put him somewhere around about the Webley Bewley, I'm guessing.
I would suspect so.
What the gaps are. Let's go back and have a look.
Webley rolling out. Bewley rolling out.
Okay, Lucas Keys, 32 seconds on the jacks. Henderson, 32. We already covered that one. Webley, 32. Bewley, 32. So there you go. So that battle's just going to pick up exactly where it left off.
Absolutely.
Matty Clark, he's still on the jacks. He's at 36 seconds and climbing.
Marnie and McConnell in the pits as well, Stu. And Thackeray as well.
Brandon Webley, the fastest man out there down the speed trap at 286 k's an hour. And we know that's not in a tow because he's hit the car behind him.
Well, if anything, it's a bump draft because he's been pushed by the Porsche the whole way. As we just look at Dawson and Faraday here. Now, Faraday has struggled this whole race. Look at this.
Has Shane tweaked those pressures or whatever the thing that was holding him back? I hope so. I want the 585 to start marching forward here. No offense to Pete Dawson. Love you, mate. But, you know, Slambo fan in the house.
Slambo fanboy right here. Goddard and so like we mentioned, Thackeray, Goddard, Lay also in the pits as well. But, yeah, quick change of positions there with Shane Faraday around Dawson.
So everybody has stopped. Obviously, SIMBLACKS.
Oh, no, there's a couple of guys still in. Yep.
Yes, so obviously Paul Crossland's got to serve that penalty and Nathan Henderson.
Yes.
But yes, all the cars have been in or are now leaving the lane.
So where is Hendo on track now? What have we got a gap on Hendo? 21 seconds.
Yes.
Not enough.
Well, hang on, that's gap to leader.
Oh, that's the gap to Lucas.
Yeah, so we want the gap from Nathan Henderson to Brandon Webley, which looks at 30.
Well, that's exactly where it wants to be, isn't it, for Nathan Henderson?
So he's going to come out right. If he does it soon.
He's going to be right there, isn't he?
He's going to add to the Webley-Bewley battle.
Well, look, if he cuts another couple of laps, because the Bentley has been lightning fast at the hands of Hendo tonight, another couple of laps, he might just have that up his sleeve there.
Yeah, and let's be honest, given the lap difference between Henderson, Webley and Bewley, Henderson's, even if he does come out with them, is probably going to walk away a little bit. Or a lot.
Good, yeah, good, well, good point.
Did we get that on board with Lucas Keys?
We did get a little bit of Lucas Keys. We're back on Lucas Keys right now. Let's get a little bit of in-car and just have a go at the wheel work from this guy. Talk about commitment, Stu. Jesus.
Oh yeah, he just gets it by the scruff, doesn't he?
Ah.
I don't get it. I mean, obviously mega fast guy, but the fact that he seems to be so like loose in the way that he drives the car, like some of the entries I've seen into corners, he's basically got the thing all four wheels sliding into the corner and picks it up and drives it out. And if I try that, I end up in the fence, or I end up cooking my tyres, or
Or
still eating the
both.
lap, or all the above.
Yes,
So
yes. But look, it's the commitment
impressive.
throughout the whole race. That this guy, the level that Lucas is able to work at. Like the concentration.
Oh, top level.
Got it by the scruff of the neck. It's always on the ragged edge, and we just don't see any mistakes. We see the odd little bit of grass coming off the tyres as we see it there, but just a full commitment, full send every corner, every lap.
Yeah,
from Lucas Keys.
Fast forward sometimes. Impressive stuff. I'm currently 22 seconds ahead of Nathan Henderson in second. So we all know Nathan Henderson's incredibly fast at Nords. But yeah, hats off Lucas Keys. This is really showing something with 4 wins and 4 rounds.
It's a masterclass, isn't it? Really.
Track 20 kilometers long, 170 corners, and is committed at every single corner, every single lap. He's not out there at 23 seconds. I don't know. I would, Davo, if I had a gap like that in the lead. There's no way I'd be standing on it as hard as he is right now.
You'd probably get back off it a little bit, wouldn't you?
Oh, I'd let it cruise down to about 10. And, I wouldn't care. I'd just want to bring it home. But he's absolutely time attacking.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? That's the sort of level that we're watching here. Unbelievable.
And the Gotti. I'm a Nissan fan, so I love to see this.
So absolute masterclass from Lucas Keys, leading the championship at present as we are watching round 5 here at Nords. A little over 30 minutes to go in this race. Nearly 2/3 of the way through.
Yeah, so Bewley's off the back of Webley by about 2.5 seconds. So whether he's just a little bit slower out the lane or has had a little moment. But I've no doubt that that's just going to pick up where it left off. He's going to end up right on the back of him in the next lap or two. What have we got? 32 minutes to go, so there's a fair few laps yet. And Hendo's got that gap out from Webley to 33 and climbing. So he's going to stop, come out clear by a few seconds and just resume his P2, which is great.
Yeah, definitely.
Well deserved.
Another 4 odd laps to go, I would suspect.
Webley off the road then. Definitely seeing a bit of grass kicked up.
Yeah, look, well, he'll be keeping an eye on that gap, won't he? And he probably won't want to back off too much, will he? Just given the pace of that Porsche from Bewley tonight, he's probably thinking, I just need to keep this gap between us here. And these are the corners that are critical for Webley here. This run onto the back straight here, we've seen it time and time again so far tonight. 7 laps in. Good for 4 odd laps to go.
You have to play to your car's strength, don't you? So the thing is an absolute rocket ship on straight lines. So you'd just be focusing on getting a run on every single long shoot that you can find.
Yeah, just
play to its strengths.
Yeah, definitely. Just making sure you get those particular corners right, eh?
So Crossy has just cleared his stop and go 30.
Hendo stays out. Bewley on the chase. Chasing Brandon Webley's Mustang. Frodo in recovery mode. Has he got his pressures right now?
Still a lot of wheel work going on in that car, but that is Shane Frodo.
That is. Let's have a bit of a look at that, because it's Shane. Look, he does remind me. Well, look, we were watching Lucas were there before, and it just reminded me of Frodo actually, because Shane always, yeah, it looks like it's always just controlled chaos, but just delivers, you know, like time and time again, as we just see him just whine on, bag loads of opposite lock out of the second of the carousels there, and back onto this back straight here again for another time. 30 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Hit the like and subscribe button.
Yeah, given Shane Frodo's driving style, remind me never to invite him to play WRC with us, Davo. He'd be right at home, wouldn't he, on the rally?
Well, we do like a bit of competition, though, Stu.
Yeah, he's got a fantastic driving style. He's always good to watch, always entertaining.
Yeah, definitely. And that car definitely looks quicker than it has the whole race so far. Well, pre-pit stop anyway, Stewie. So
yeah, he's come in the lane and yelled at the pit crew. They've done a few tweaks.
You got it all wrong, guys.
Yeah, and they've sent him out. Now he's just head down.
Yeah. Nice work. We will get back to the Bewley-Webley battle. Two closest cars on track at the moment, and this is where the fight has been. This is for the back half of the podium here. This is for second and third provisionally. Brandon Webley currently running in second over just behind, well, not just behind, 25 seconds behind Lucas Keys. Yeah, Bewley keeping him honest. Look, yet to see Nathan Henderson roll into the pit lane to serve his stop-go penalty, and as we suspected, has gained a couple more seconds by staying out those couple of laps, and that will put him in good stead, won't it? And look, you did mention, though, even if he came out with these boys, if he could get the car in front of the two, he would probably run away from them anyway. But it looks like, just looking at the deltas, that with a 30-second stop-go, he might sneak out in front of it, but only just.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 seconds by my calculations.
Yep.
But yeah, he's got a little bit of pace over the Webley and the Bewley car, so he should be pretty safe, home and hosed, really.
So we'll run through the rest of the grid there. Matty Clark in the BMW, the number 2 BMW, currently running in 5th. Nick Firth in the Firthies. What is it?
The Firthies fish-fingered Ferrari. Is it? No.
The fish-fingered Ferrari of Nick Firth. In 6th position. Craig McConnell actually doing a stellar job. And look, we did talk about Craig earlier during qualifying, and how he had been so hot in the Mustang in qualifying, and just really hadn't been able to stitch it together during the race throughout the first half of the season. But doing a stellar job here tonight at Nords for round 5. Marnie in 8th. Actually, just hasn't shown up on our radar, has he, Marnie, tonight so far, Stu? But holding down 8th position. Frodo has shown up on the radar a couple of times due to his lack of pace, as we just see him over the rise there. And ever so scary as usual. Webley and Bewley are back at it, ladies and gentlemen.
I've lost Nathan Henderson off my timing screen.
I have too. We have lost Nathan Henderson off the radar totally.
Oh, is
Hendo.
He oh
no.
Oh, that was a guaranteed P2 pretty much.
No, no, no. Hendo, give us a shout in the chat box. Tell us what's going on. Hopefully, you can get that car back out on track. And
well, that promotes Brendan Webley and Bewley on his debut.
Pretty well.
So Lucas Keys, Brandon Webley, Bewley. Matty Clark would be in 4th. Nick Firth will be in 5th. And then Craig McConnell will gain another position.
Absolutely.
Will make 14 positions from race start.
Yep.
And put him in 5th. Brilliant. Well done.
So everyone's going to slip up a position, which would put, let me have a look, Farado in 8th as well, Goddard in 9th, and Fakari in 10th, if that all equates.
Yes. Yeah, being such a long lap here, it's going to take a wee while for that to update.
Okay, Hendo, hitting us up in the chat box there with a power outage. Oh no.
Oh no. Unlucky, bro. You were going so well. Yeah, answer me this. Was it your personal best, Nathan Henderson, in that Bentley tonight in qualifying in 8 minutes 6? Pretty sure it was. Outstanding lap.
Yeah, and look, Hendo no stranger to running hot laps on pretty well everywhere. Very busy posting hot laps usually in an Aston Martin, but just about on all of the tracks in ACC, and very handy at the wheel. And yeah, look, if that was his PB here at Nords, then what a time to cut your PB in qualifying for a 90-minute race. However, poor old Hendo with a power outage, and here we go. Bewley on Webley out onto the back straight. Bewley with a great run under the wing of Webley, but again, the punch that Mustang has got through the air just leaves the Porsche, even with the Porsche under the wing, just leaves it for dead. Unbelievable.
Yeah. The front of that Porsche needs quite a lot of 100-mile-an-hour tape to make it quicker.
Yeah.
Just can't touch the Ford, can it? Or not on the straights, anyway.
Tape up those ducks. He's held him pretty well there. He did really get a really good run out of that.
A lot.
Look at this. Look at this, actually.
Yeah.
Webley will be vulnerable here. Down into 1.
All of that into brakes.
So that's probably the closest we've seen him coming out of that corner, actually. And Webley having to cover there, I'd suspect. And running deep because of it. Really did compromise his run here. And here we go. It is on. And there it is. Drag race. Oh, flame spit from the side of the Mustang. Can he hold the overlap? Has he got it? He's going to force the issue. They're going to run down the hill into the right-hand area. And it's on. This is what we've been waiting to see. We've been waiting. Waiting, ladies and gentlemen. 70 minutes. And there it is. Webley ducks in behind. Now, look, this will be interesting.
This is what we want to see. Yeah.
Can this Porsche of Bewley run away?
Okay, I said earlier, I'll lay it down. I said earlier, he can hold him off. A little part of me is thinking you're full because I've seen how fast that Ford is now. But yeah, I'm going to stand by it. I say that Bewley on his debut at Rainlight here can hold off Brendan Webley for at least this lap.
Well, I think there's enough twisty stuff at Nords to keep the gap that the Mustang won't be able to run at him in the long stuff, you know, like so. And look, as they're still on the GP circuit. They're just about to roll off to the GP circuit here now through the little flip-flop here and around the left-hander. And then that gets curly. Then the game really starts in. And just watch this Porsche through this twisty stuff.
Yeah, you're right, Davo. The twisties, if he can just knuckle down and really nail the twisty sections, come the straight, Ford might not be close enough to do anything with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm suspecting. Oh, Webley working hard in the Mustang to try and keep up. He needs to stay in touch. He knows he needs to stay in touch. Lots of opposite lock.
Yeah, no offense to Brandon Webley, but Nathan Bewley's cars just looked that little bit more hooked up.
Oh, it has all.
Ford's had the straights, yes, but as far as all the twisty parts, the Porsche's just been so close.
Yeah. As we just see the Porsche take a little bit of grass on the outside after the jump. Man, that is dedication. You know that corner, Stu.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that is on the outside there is not a place. Not a place to get out on the grass.
No, don't go dipping tyres there.
So full commitment. He's in front of Webley now. He's like, okay, this is my chance. I gotta go. You know, like
he uses a lot of curb down Foxhole too in the Porsche.
Very technical section of the track here. Webley will push and try and stay in touch with that Porsche, but already we see the gains from Bewley's Porsche immediately once passed, and we did suspect this, that it might just be able to run away a little bit. I don't think it's going to run away a lot, but I think it's going to run away a little bit. And we're winding down pretty quickly here. We've only got, what have we got? A little over 18 minutes to go, which is what, two laps or something, with Lucas well out in front. Oh, deep from Bewley. Probably not the time to be doing it either, just before they run up the hill there, but still with a good 12 car lengths or so between himself and Webley there.
Yeah, so last lap around, Bewley was at 8:14, Webley was at 8:16. So is Webley's Ford starting to not like its tyre? He's just starting to struggle now towards these dying laps. Well, hang on, they only stopped 2 laps ago.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't be too bad yet.
Nah.
Oh, Thackeray, right at the back of Goddard here, down for P10 and 9.
Making a good show and really did range up on him very, very quickly there. I just wonder whether Goddard not overly comfortable in that car either. Thackeray, though, clearly comfortable in his McLaren here. Same market car, these two. Should be very similarly paced. Obviously, at the hands of 2 different drivers, though.
Bit of damage on the front of Goddard's car, I can see.
And you look, we talk about tyre phasing quite a bit as well, don't we? As
absolutely.
As these tyres slowly wear, and we get a little bit of deg, and the fuel loads all come into play. So we'll be watching this closely. But look at these guys. These guys are the 2 closest cars on track at the moment.
Yeah, I think the Goddard car is quite wounded. I mean, it's the McLaren. I know it quite well, and any damage on the front of it is like worst case scenario.
It suffers, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. So its terminal speed will be absolutely horrendous, and it'll struggle to turn. So I think he's just trying to limp it home with 16 minutes to go here. But I mean, really, behind Thackeray is 23 seconds back to Golombek, so he could still stay in the 10 here. Yeah, Goddard's last lap was at 8:30 and Thackeray was at 8:25.
Yeah.
So, 5 seconds a lap difference is your damage.
Yeah.
Golombek's going a little bit quicker than Goddard, but that gap of 24 seconds, it's too big given the speed and lap time. He should be able to hold on to 10th. Webley is do you think he's just happy to take third?
Oh,
if he's got any HUD up, he's going to see Shane Fotterell way down below him.
Well, that's the championship is the fight, isn't it? You know, it's not with Bewley at all. You know, like newcomer to the series, and just to throw a spanner in the works. But look, he's really got to. He does have to focus on his championship, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's about defence for him. I'm pretty sure that he's not looking to take Lucas Keys with, you know, winning every round so far. So if I was Brendan Webley, I'd be looking at keeping everyone else behind me. So his closest competitor in the points is Shane Fotterell. He's currently running P8.
Yep.
Nick Firth is around him as well. He's P5 currently. So yeah, you just want to maximise over the guys behind you.
Definitely, yeah. So definitely Firth and Faraday. Who was the other one that was in the points there that we were talking about earlier? Let me have another look.
Tony Spence.
It was Tony Spence. You are right.
Yeah, but Pete Dawson isn't that far off them as well with 775. Tony Spence on 830. Nick Firth 850, Shane Fotterell 880, and Webley on 1020.
And Spence not in tonight.
It was.
He was earlier. Yes.
Yeah, he didn't go very far into the race. So for whatever reason,
it could have been just a Nords thing.
Could have been.
This place bites as hard as bad as we did mention that.
There is a few pubs scattered around the circuit, so you know you might have just got enticed as he rolled past one and just thought,
just park it behind the fence, guys. I'll just shoot across the road here. So a little bit of a mistake there from Thackeray. It's allowed Goddard a bit of breathing space now. For how long? I do not know.
He's already back on him. Oh, yep. Really struggling with the front end grip, Goddard. Or the lack of front end grip, I should say.
Does that equate to a faster car down the straight? I doubt it.
No, it'll be terrible.
So, Goddard. Thackeray. Here it is.
You should easily get him down here, even in the same market car.
He's got the run.
Yep, gone to the right side. I don't think Goddard will fight that too hard.
I don't think he's got anything to fight it with.
Well, possibly. Yeah, you might be right there.
So a couple more laps here, ladies and gentlemen. Time ticking down quickly. It is 12 minutes to go. Oh no! It's Thackeray.
Oh, well, we're just playing how he's... Yep.
Oh, all unstuck down
he's
there.
He's going to go to the lane with that. Yes. Yep, that's well bent.
Oh, it did exactly what Crossy did.
He did.
Just that little bump on the left-hand kink there. Upset the car. Gets the back locked up, and look at the front of that thing.
Yeah, that's worse than Crossy's. Damage-wise. I'll see how long his repair bill is.
Oh, it's a shame. That fight was on.
Yeah, he was going well.
As we see Bewley run away into the distance. You can hardly see him. Every now and then we just catch a glimpse of him in the back of shot there. But Webley chasing down now 3.5 seconds behind.
Yeah, Webley's playing it smart here.
Yeah, next two closest cars is Lay and Perkins. They're a couple of seconds apart. Actually, Lay and Thackeray as well. Oh, Thackeray in the pits, obviously. So, Lay and Perkins. Crossy down in 14th. Dawson down in 15th. Warren down in 16th. It's been a war of attrition here for these boys tonight. A couple of dropouts. Perkins' car even not looking overly healthy as well with the bonnet up. Oh, just ajar. Very damaged looking Ferrari there.
Yeah, Thackeray's still on the jacks at a minute 30, still ticking. The crew standing around scratching their head. They don't know what else they can throw at it. Bit of a NASCAR jump on the bonnet from a couple of them.
the elbow. Yeah, I love that one.
Yep,
you know,
the
where
flying elbow.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah,
you're onto it.
Give it the full elbow.
Yeah, it's a big bill. He's coming up 2 minutes on the jacks now.
Oh, that's, yeah, look, just every second that you can hear, it's just like, it should just go ting, 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 you know, it's just like more money, more money. As we pick up on Lucas Keys once again, the number 14, Nismo of Keys, again, looking super sketchy and crazy, so fast. Wow.
But anyone told him it's not qualifying? This is the race.
Yeah. Come on, Lucas. What you got? Bloody one more lap after this one, bro. You know. But yeah, just smashing it out, and the times are spectacular. Best lap of an 8:05.9. His last lap was an 8:06.1. So super quick stuff here, Stewie. And what top speed is Lucas getting out of this thing in the chute?
Lucas Keys' car is topping out at 285. It's still held by Brendan Webley in the Ford Mustang, a kilometre faster than 286.
Yep.
It's still absolute rocket ship material.
Yep. And just the body language of this car, the change of direction, it really is a very snippy looking car. Really does get on to the sidewalls. And as we see it,
sideways.
Was that a mistake? Well, yeah. For most people, yes. For Lucas, that was just a formality.
Yeah, it's his way of getting it to turn into the corner. Use a bit of grass.
Right. Just gathers it up and just gets the foot buried back into it, and it's full send or nothing for Lucas Keys as he rolls down and under the bridge. I would suspect for the second to last time here, Stu, down into this chase.
Yeah, I'd say this will be it. One more after this. How's the gap back to P2?
Okay, so we just watched Lucas, run across the line there, and we'll flick straight back onto P2. And he is well back from the back straight here. He is still just coming out of the back end of the roller coaster there, not even to the second of the carousel. So
he's 1 minute and 24 seconds behind.
Wow.
So that's nothing against Nathan Bewley or Brendan Webley or any of the guys behind, but Lucas Keys, that's just showing you the pace that a guy at his level can punch over 90 minutes.
Absolutely. So, Bewley, second. Webley, third. Matty Clark, fourth in the BMW. Nick Firth in the Firthies. Fish Finger Ferrari.
Yeah, you nailed it.
In fifth. Craig McConnell doing a stellar job. Gifted another position with the dropout from old Hendo there. Up into sixth. He'll be stoked with that. He's got this lap to complete. Marnie in the Porsche. He will be stoked with that too in seventh position.
Yeah,
Farnado really just going through the motions. Going through the motions and climbing the curbs. We just caught that. But Shane, we caught that. We saw that. we were watching.
50 grind down the curve.
Oh, my God. Holding down 8th position at the moment. Goddard and Golombek, 9th and 10th, respectively. Those guys doing really well. Alay in 11th, Perkins in 12th, Crossland in 13th.
Perkins right behind him.
Perkins
Sorry,
actually
Davo.
right behind him in
Yeah.
that damaged Ferrari. So not sure what happened to Alay there. Maybe he had a slight off-track excursion there. But yeah, that's come together right at the end of the race. So that's Perkins, Lay and Perkins, 11th and 12th. Crossland in 13th, Thackeray in 14th, Dawson 15th, and Warren in 16th. Yes, we have lost a couple of drivers. We've had dropouts. We've had cars into the wall. We've had chaos. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Nords. It's round 5. It's Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7. It's brought to you by the good people at SIMBLACKS, CrossScut Woodworks, Carpentry and Joinery, Crossy43, HENDO, and True to Life Racing Designs. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, broadcast to you live by MatchFit Entertainment here live on YouTube. I'm Davo. This is Stu right beside me. And we are winding down. Last lap here after 90 minutes and an hour of qualifying here as we just see Perkins.
Yep.
So that BMW is super bent. Front like a drop pie. It is busted ass. So so both of these two very damaged cars both look like they need a couple of rolls of duct tape each. So as they wheel stand over the drop off. So yes, those guys racing right down to the wire. This will be, I suspect, their final lap because we would just...
Yeah, Lucas Keys is almost halfway around it.
Oh, okay, so those guys will do another lap. Yep. So yeah, Lucas halfway around his final lap. I don't think we've seen Lucas lap anybody yet.
He went past the 55 car. When was that? A little while ago.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the start of this lap. Might have been just after the GP circuit. But yeah, he's not going to catch the 54 car in front of him of Dawson.
So yeah, good effort.
Absolutely. Stellar effort.
Yeah.
Amazing pace. He's pulled a huge gap over the guys behind him. Just absolutely, like, you know, round 1, 2, 3, 4, all wins. He's just absolutely, like, throwing down a big gauntlet here, isn't he?
He has really stamping his authority like he has done throughout the series on each of the races. But look, really stamping his authority on the championship itself. 5 rounds in, this is going to wrap up another win here for Lucas Keys. And yeah, look.
Oh, Marnie off the road.
Has anybody got anything for him?
Yeah, looks like Marnie had a little moment there coming through the S's.
Oh yeah, Bunny with a half spin there, parked across the track. Luckily, nobody else around. Gathers that back together. That's Shane Fodderdo car actually just coming up behind him, so he'd want to be careful here.
Yeah, because Shane's been closing that gap down. So whatever they did to Shane's car on the pit stop and tuned it up, he's actually had a pretty good run in the second half of this race.
Yeah.
So, watch this space. I think the 585 car is going to try and get Marnie by the end of this lap.
Yeah, well, a second and a half odd between the two as Keys works through the back half of his lap. Fodderdo chasing Marnie's car now, the Porsche, down through the foxhole.
Yeah, Shane will throw everything at this. There's a carrot. It's the last lap.
Yeah, that's a sniff. It's a sniffer Porsche there. And like you mentioned, post pit stop, car's a totally different animal. You can just see how quick it is. Looks way more confident. It's turning. Yeah, definitely really did struggle for turn-in earlier in the race, pre-pit stop. So definitely working the Mustang now.
Yeah, that gap's coming down. You can visually see it now.
Lucas Keys in and sliding super sideways out of the second of the carousels. Really enjoying himself here. Really throwing the R35 around and out onto the back straight. Super smooth, super quick. Buttado, like you mentioned, chasing Marnie now in the Porsche.
Yeah, his best bet's the run up the hill to the carousel. He's just got to chip away at that gap for the next couple of corners.
And even if he doesn't get him there and he can stay close enough, he's got another shot at it down the back straight there, hasn't he?
Absolutely, a very long shot at it. Lucas Keys coming into the braking zone at the end of the long straight now.
Yeah, so down through the chase here, this little finer complex of corners here, and you can see that bump they go through there on the little left-hander there. It's caught a couple of the McLarens already as he just slides it out of the final corner. Ever the showman, Lucas Keys takes out Rainlight Racing's round 5 here at Nords for their 2024 GT3 Series 7. Lucas Keys. And a big flip around. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the band, the house band tonight. So nice work and no doubt some celebratory burnouts. But we need to get back to Shane Frontado. There will be a couple other guys coming across the line here pretty soon there. Stu as well in Bewley and Webley, but this is where the fight is at the moment here, and these guys are only about half track or a little bit over half track, so there is plenty of time. Like I said, if Frontado can just stay in touch with that Porsche, he's got one more shot at it down the big long back straight. Can he get it done? We will soon find out. The time has gone 0. Race is over. Bewley down the back straight, under the bridge for the final time. Webley, not that far behind him, and the big Mustang did his best the whole race, keeping Bewley out.
Yeah, great drive from both of those guys. Good entertainment. I'm sure they loved it.
Oh, without a doubt. Fantastic to watch. The seesawing laps of the two. So Bewley across the line for second position. Brandon Webley not that far behind, just setting it up for a big flick spin here. Woohoo! There you go, Brandon Webley. Matty Clark running down the back straight as well. We will pick up on Fronado's passed.
Yep. Just did it.
Just get a quick replay of that. I just wonder whether Marty made a little bit of a mistake
there.
there.
He might have done.
Yeah, runs wide. Gets the old Porker with a bloody ass up in the air. And she's not real grippy when it's doing that.
No. Shane takes it.
Shane
Still
takes
a great drive for Marnie, though.
Shane, without a doubt. Matty Clark coming across in the BMW. Last couple of weeks, this guy has been the newcomer and the new pace in the grid, Matty Clark. But Bewley has now taken that position as we see Firth rolling down through this final complex of corners very tentatively in the Firthy's fish finger Ferrari and runs across the line for 5th position. He'll be stoked with that, as will, I think, Mr. Craig McConnell. Running down the big back straight here and currently sitting in 6th position and doing a stellar job. So, yeah, good work from Craig. He'll be stoked with that. Kept the car pointing in the right direction for the race duration. And doesn't it show 6th position? Yeah. Gifted a couple, but a little bit of a first lap incident. And then obviously Hendo dropping out, gifting him one more, but yeah, some big gains from McConnell in round 5.
Yeah, he'll be feeling good about that. It was a good drive up. Up 14 positions from where he started.
And he was getting chased by Frodo, who he had
Just crossed the
passed
line.
earlier, as did Marnie in 8th. Goddard well back in this lap, so big gap back from 8th to 9th there with Goddard. Massive gap. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, to get over to Crossy's Twitch channel at the end, after the race here. The boys giving away $50 gift card for the competitors. Get over, hook up with his live stream and check it out. Just flick that up there. There's the address.
Tell you what, Crossland's trying to catch Perkins here just before they start the Durflinger straight.
So Goddard across in 9th. Golombek down through the final complex as well. And in clean air, he will take out 10th position. So nice work from Golombek in the BMW. But like you mentioned, now Perkins' car damaged. Seriously, he's going to have nothing for Crossland's McLaren here. Oh, McCrossland only just sneaking past though.
Did I just hear another McCrossland?
I think I might have snuck a little quick McCrossland in there. But look at this. This is a drag race. Perkins not really wanting to give that up there.
No, he knows there's only 2 corners left.
And McCrossland sneaking that position in, putting himself in 11th position right down to the wire into the last few corners.
SIMBLACKS car.
So he does look a little bit beaten up. Perkins in 11th, Lay in 13th. Just rolling down into that final complex as well. Like I said, get over to Crossy's Twitch stream. And those guys giving away $50 gift card to one of these drivers here tonight. Random draw. They're going to spin the wheel. Thackeray in 14th, rolling down the back straight as we speak. Dawson still... Oh, where is Dawson at the moment? Probably halfway through the lap. So well back from Thackeray. And Thackeray under the bridge for the last time. Down into this final complex. Just rolling over that little bump for the last time. So, because we did see Thackeray in the fence there after a little bit of a mishap after that little bump. Warren, okay, I think we missed something there. Thackeray in 12th. And like we mentioned, old Pete Dawson here, working it right to the end, working the Bentley. Those last few kilometres of the Nordschleife here for round 5 in Rainlight Racing's 2024 GT3 Series 7, ladies and gentlemen. Tough night for Dawson. He was right in the thick of it earlier. Clearly not having the best of luck, and now running in 14th out of, I think we started with about 23 drivers. So it has been a bit of a war of attrition here tonight at Nords. No surprise, really, ladies and gentlemen. This place is a bit of a car killer. And obviously Hendo actually getting a drop out there as well. So not ideal for Hendo as the Pete Dawson Bentley final time down that back straight under the bridge and down the hill into this final complex. Super fast couple of corners, pulls the big Bentley up for the last time. Final lap here. We're going to thank SIMBLACKS once again for coming on board with the Rainlight Racing boys here for the 2024 GT3 Series 7. Obviously, CrossCut, Woodworks, Carpentry and Joinery, Crossy43, Hendo, and True to Life Racing Designs, as always, MATCHFIT Entertainment's broadcasting it live to you again here tonight on the YouTubes. Please hit the like and subscribe button, guys, and keep the algorithms ticking over. We need to do some driver interviews, and I think the first cab off the rank. Hey, can you do this, Stu?
Yeah,
You got the buttons. You can click at the buttons.
I can click at the buttons.
We can click. You click at the buttons, and we'll talk. Brandon Webley, first cab off the rank.
Yo, how you going?
Brandon, got us loud and clear. Yes, mate. Mate, what an effort. What a battle with Bewley there for what seemed like full 90 minutes of racing.
Yeah. So apparently my race pace is absolutely trash, and
Yeah.
so that's something. But yeah, I feel like I was probably holding him up for most of that race, but I was about to give it up for free. So
it was good to watch, mate.
You put most of it. Well, 60 minutes of it at least, I'd say, Brandon. Maybe a little bit more, but you were doing a fine job of it, making the Mustang very wide. But look, he had you on the twisty stuff, but again, it just never fails to deliver in a straight line, that Mustang. Even when the Porsche was right up, tucked up under your wing, man, that thing could just pull away. It was awesome.
Yeah. I was thinking how frustrated he must be because he'd get right up behind me, and then I just But yeah, I made a silly mistake and like let him pass me I just completely outbroke myself, and then it was pretty much over. Then I went into the wall twice, and then it was definitely over.
Yeah.
Sealed the deal.
And was the tyre deg starting to get to the Mustang? I know. Look, I know it was only a couple of laps or three since you'd pitted when you did make that mistake into one. But look, a couple of laps or three around Nords is still a fair bit of tyre life. So. Did you have any trouble with tyre deg?
Well, it's hard to say if it was tyre dig or like driver dig, because I was struggling for the last half an hour. Right? I was like, to pay attention. There's a couple of times where I kept forgetting where I was, and I was like braking for no reason.
Yeah, that's easily done around there.
It's not my favorite ever track, but I don't know. I'll take third. I'm pretty happy with that. I was expecting to not get first or second, but wasn't expecting to lose to a pro-am, so he must be promoted to pro now, I think.
The new guy, you think so?
Yeah, well, it seems fair if you get a podium, isn't that how it works?
Well, podium on your first hit out. So
is a lot.
It does say a lot, but look, mate, either way, fantastic to watch. Like you guys got a lot of airtime, so it was great watch.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we were close. Yeah, I was wondering because it was very, very close for like pretty much the entire first half of that race. So. Yeah. Oh, GG to Bully, he got me.
No, stellar job, mate. Like I said, a pleasure to watch. And look, obviously, you're looking after your championship position at the moment. Still, no doubt, rolling in. I think you'd be in second behind Lucas. Lucas, obviously, a masterclass as usual. So,
yeah. There's no hope of me catching him, I don't think.
Hard to compete with that, mate. I understand. Awesome stuff, Brandon. Great to watch, as always, and looked like you definitely had your work cut out for you. And we will see you again next week, my friend.
Thank you for the broadcast, guys.
Too easy, mate.
Cheers, mate. Congrats.
Peace.
Brandon Webley, everybody.
Well, I'll drag P2 down, but I don't see him in the Discord, and I also don't see P1 in the Discord. So, who do you want to get down, Davo?
Who do we want to get down? Who do we going to get down? Let's. Who's the standout for the night? Craig McConnell.
Yeah, you get Craig in.
Let's get Craig down.
Set them back to like reset to default.
Knock. Knock, knock. We stole you,
Hello.
Craig. Sorry.
Oh, g'day.
Craig, we'd lost second and first of the podium getters out of the channel, so we thought we'd bring in the standout driver, or what we thought the standout driver was on the night, and
The man that made the most positions.
and that happens to be you.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just kept it on the track, I guess. It just tried to keep. We were just having a yarn about there's some weird glitch in the game, and it moves your seat. So my seat position moves while I'm racing.
Oh, okay, that's not ideal.
And so Ben Lay has it as well, but he moves to the left, and it puts his A pillar in the middle of his view. But mine, it makes me go to the center of the car. We're just talking about why, what's going on there. But I don't know. It's like driving a Formula 1 car, I guess. Just sitting in the middle, so it makes things easier. But but no, tonight was a good race. The practice wasn't great for me. Quali wasn't great for me. I don't know how I managed to make so many spots at the start. I think I just shot up the inside and then went right around the outside. But
well, the incident at turn 2 at the start had you up, I think, 5 positions by the time that you got
immediately.
All of that. Yep. And then the rest are on you, mate. With guys having accidents, finding the fence, having long stops. Poor Nathan Henderson had a solid P2 in the bag and then got disconnected.
Yeah,
with
and some genuine passes. I think you blew past Shane Fudderdo of all people as well in another Mustang. So nice work, mate. Good effort.
I think he was carrying a bit of damage because I heard him say at one point to Crosby, I think it was, "I'll let you go because I'm carrying a bit of damage." So I just thought, well, all I've got to do is pressure you and then I can get past you. But no, he didn't give it up to me like he did Crosby. But Crosby's a bit quicker, so.
Yeah,
I'm still learning my feet. Like I've only been doing this a year, so.
Well, you're doing pretty good, mate. And like you mentioned yourself, it's like, keeping the car pointing in the right direction does wonders for your finishing positions, mate. And look, we've seen you throughout the season, qualifying, reasonably well and racing the first half of the race pretty well. But just for whatever reason, getting tangled up with other guys or, just not delivering at the end of the race. And tonight you did it. And of all places, you did it at freaking Nords, Craig. So,
it's an experience is what it is. Like that racecraft, like guys like Firth and Crossy and Gunther and and Keys and Webley and they've all got amazing racecraft, and so I feel like I'm in control of an out of control car, whereas they seem to be able to put their car in the right place and make it do what they want it to do. But, that'll come with time. But
of course,
it's just I think I overdrive the car a bit too much as well, and that's what gets me in trouble. So.
Well, I'm sure you're enjoying it now after that finishing position there, mate, and it'll do wonders for your championships chase. But nice work, mate. Your car was on the radar all night in one way or another, and good effort, mate. Definitely, congratulations.
The old candy cane went well tonight. So.
The candy cane.
Good looking car.
Tell me this: have you seen the roof of it?
Look, no, we don't. No, I haven't actually.
Go have a look at the roof of it. There's a little Easter egg on there for you.
Okay, we'll definitely be checking that out now. Okay.
All right, boys.
Okay, awesome, Craig. Thanks, congratulations again, mate. Right. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks for calling the race too. You guys always do a great job. So cheers.
Too easy. Thanks, Craig.
Right.
Awesome stuff.
Bye.
Craig McConnell, everyone. And just looking through that list there, yes, we did lose a couple of the boys. So that's pretty well a wrap for tonight. We are going to thank everybody that's joined in and hit us up on the chat box. Everybody that's given us a like and a subscribe, obviously. We're going to thank Rainlight Racing for bringing us round 5 here at Nordschleife and their 2024 GT3 Series 7. We're going to thank SIMBLACKS for giving away some awesome prizes this season. One being, the major prize is the SimMagic P1000 set of pedals that the Rainlight Racing boys are going to spin the wheel for at the end of the season. they have just given away $50 over on Crossy's Twitch for any of the boys that competed in the race tonight. We are going to Masano next week, I think it is, Stu.
Yes.
We're going to thank, obviously, SIMBLACKS, CrossCut Woodworks, Carpentry and Joinery, Crossy43, Hendo, True to Life Racing and Designs. We're going to thank ourselves, MatchFit Entertainment. And I'm going to thank you, Stu, for, look, last minute call up, bro. I tell ya, it's literally, I just gave you a random text like about 15 minutes before we went to qualifying and said, mate, do you want to step in? And you went, yes. And took a lot of pressure off. So thank you very much. And a great call.
Anytime.
So, look, thanks, Stu. Big part of the MatchFit family now, obviously, cutting your teeth here for 3 odd races so far in the Rainlight calendar over the last few weeks. Definitely a great addition to the MatchFit family. Like I mentioned, we're going to be back at, next week at Masano for a 60-minute race. That'll be a bloody walk in the park after 90 minutes at Nords for these boys. So, look, don't miss out. Subscribe. Hit the like and the subscribe. Hit your notifications so you can keep up with everything that's going on here at MatchFit Entertainment. Obviously, we're broadcasting for ESO, we're broadcasting for ASRNZ, Hardcore Online Gaming, different platforms, different communities. So, yeah, click all the buttons, guys. Just click everything. Click, 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 and get involved and join us again next week at Masano for 60 minutes. Thank you, Stu, and thank you all the viewers, and bye for now.
Cheers.